Hello, this is Alan Wasserman on location here at E3. We're here with Jan. Nice to meet you.
Alan.
From Scarecrow Studio with their new game, 3 Minutes to Midnight. Can you tell us a little bit about this game?
Yeah, sure. 3 Minutes to Midnight is a point-and-click adventure game. It's sci-fi, and it happens around the late 40s in the United States in a little town in New Mexico. And you will be playing with the main character, which is Betty, the girl behind you. And you will see how a dam will blow up, and it will cut the power supply to the town. And then you will start playing with Betty. And when she wakes up, she doesn't remember anything. And soon she will realize that the rest of the town neither remembers anything. Okay. So at that point, you will meet the mayor of the town, who will give you the task to go to the dam, check out what happened, and try to restore the power supply to the town. And when you arrive there, you will see really weird stuff going on. One of the things that happened there, you will see in the demo. And you will find out about the secret military base where they are warding something, and they are not letting you get any near to it. You go back to town and you try to tell this story, and the mayor is gone, and you find out that the people in town, they might not be who they say they are. Okay. And from here, things just get crazier. You will find a plane crash, a military plane crash, where the cargo is missing. You will meet a crazy farmer. You'll see a mine and the interior of that mine. So we have a lot going on in this plot, but I don't want to unveil a lot without ruining or making spoilers.
Right,
so
right. Yeah, want to keep the spoilers to a minimum, right?
Yeah, to the minimum.
So looking at the game, it's a point-and-click 2D adventure type game in the style of Monkey Island or exactly. Things like that. What made you want to do a game of that type?
Okay, we really like those games because it was the games I grew up with. And I don't see many of those lately because apparently everything now is Battle Royale and stuff, so unless you do a Battle Royale, you are not there in the big screens. So all my team likes point and click. My main artist, the one that does the environments, he loves point and click as well, so he is really good drawing these environments. So we decided that the story I wrote was a perfect fit for a point and click adventure game, so then we designed some puzzles around it and make it work like that. And what we wanted to do is a game that looks more like the old ones, like Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle, but with the graphics, better graphics and better animations, given the technology that we have nowadays, that we can improve those things. But for example, the environments take us like around 2 to 4 weeks each scenario, so you can see it like it is right now. So that's what we wanted to do.
And what platforms can we find this game on?
Okay, for sure I can confirm right now that it's going to be on PC, and Mac and Linux. It's going to be sold in Steam and GOG. And luckily, at the end of this month, we will get confirmation from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to bring it to the Switch, to the Xbox One, and the PS4.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add about your game?
I would like to say that we work in the story a lot, so we have a very interesting plot with a lot going on. We also work a lot in the secondary characters. That is something that usually people don't do. So every single secondary character has a background story that you will be able to find out about them. So that's what I mentioned before, that they might not be who they say they are. Right. And we have 35 secondary characters that you will be able to meet, find out more things about them, and they will interact with you somehow. And also we implemented something that we think is new for point and click, that depending on how you treat some people, the puzzles are going to be easier or harder to solve. Let's say you are mean to the sheriff in town, he's going to make your puzzles way more complicated than it should be. And that's what I think it's going to make us a bit different than from the rest.
So those actions have consequences. You're not just kind of bulldozing your way through the game, trying to get through all those puzzles. Exactly. That's an awesome mechanic. And are all those characters that you mentioned, they fully voice acted?
Yeah, we have every single character of the game with voices in English, and then we have subtitles in 16 languages. Because right now, since we are an indie studio and we are really tiny, we can only afford the English voices because the script has 80,000 lines of dialogue. So doing that in 3 or 4 languages is going to be really hard for us. So we're going to do a Kickstarter campaign around September, where we are going to be asking for money to bring those voices to the game. But we don't need it to finish the game. The game is going to be finished no matter what. But if we can add languages, it would be nice because the acting is really good and the dialogues are so good that they gain a lot when they have a voice. So that's what we want to do.
And when does this game come out?
The game comes out around late April 2019, probably around the 30th.
And that'll be for the PC and Mac at this point, right?
At this point, should be for PC, Mac, Linux, and Switch, and Xbox and PlayStation. It should be at the same time for everyone.
It's a full release when it comes
That's
out.
our intention. That's what we are trying to achieve. So hopefully, yes.
Well, thanks, Jen. I appreciate your time today.
Coming.
This was Alan Wasserman on location at E3. You can find me on Twitter at tincan1099, and we'll have more coverage here from E3 soon.